Let's see. There we go. Hi, Gerald. Hi, Sue. Hi, Jamie. Can you guys hear me? Hey, everybody. How are you? I hope y'all can't hear that buzzing. I have my laminator sitting on the desk here. Oh, hi, Dee. I'm sorry you've been sick. I'm glad you made it tonight, though. Hi, Connie. I hope the stream is working very well for you guys. It seems to be pretty here. Thank you, Sue. It looks pretty good here. AT&T did come out. Well, actually, they sent a team. Excuse me, one second. My throat's a little dry. They sent a whole team. Thanks, Dee. Out here and worked on it. And replaced the modem again. That's my 5th modem. So hopefully everything will go well tonight. I'm a couple minutes late. I wanted to give it a little bit of time to get everybody here. We are going to play Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. And we're just going to play tonight. We're doing some different things. I even playing around. Reese in our group asked me about an image, and actually not an image, but a card that she could, and I put the wrong image up here anyway. She asked about foiling, the deco foil. Hi, Mo. And she was confused. Somebody told her that Cricut made one. Cricut didn't make one, so I decided I would experiment. Hi, Sharon. Yay, I'm glad you made it. And I wanted to do a little experiment, and it worked. So I'm going to share that with y'all tonight. We're going to do it and show you how I did it so that you can do this too. You can get that embossed look on a card. I don't know where I set it. You can get the embossed look on a card without actually getting out the embossing powder and the heat gun and all that. Here we go. I did this one. It's probably going to be back. No, maybe not backwards to you guys. It will be if I hold it up here. But if you can see that, that is Cricut foil iron-on from a scrap I had. And it looks embossed. It feels embossed. And I'm going to show you guys how I did it. I used the laminator. And a little bit of news, we made Project of the Day through Project Primrose. Hi, Michelle. London, Ontario. Yay. Our project, Kenyatta Petaway asked me if I could make her a shoebox that she wanted to do like Nike. And I took a box out of Design Space and tried to make it work, and it wouldn't. So I did a bunch of slicing and welding and fixing and doing, and this is the little box that we came up with, and I shared it with you guys in the group. And I put in an extra lid so that you guys could do a clear lid, and you can personalize these like we did the Christmas boxes and the bunny boxes and everything else. So you can just weld in your name with that shadow layer and personalize that as well. I don't have a photo of hers. I did put it over on the Primrose where they named us Project of the Day. I did put her photo in the comments over there. Hers looks like a little black Nike box with the yellow Nike symbol on it and the shoe size at the bottom. It turned out really, really cute. So that file is available if you're a Patreon supporter. It is in the files over there. If not, you guys can go to the group and find that box where we posted it, and it should be there as well. So covered that. Let's do winter chicken dinner first and get that out of the way, and then we'll do the card laminating, and then we'll go on and move on to some CUTTLEBUG. As always, thank you to all my moderators. I appreciate your help, and Bonnie for helping me test cut, and thank you to all the Patreon supporters. We couldn't do this without you. So that being said, let's go over to Design Space. Actually, let's go to the project camera so I can show you what you're going to win. Of course, winter chicken dinner is going to get their $1 million bar. They are going to get glitter prints. This is a printable glitter paper, and this is the silver. It comes in white and a champagne as well, but you can print on this anything you want, and it's glitter. I carry this in my store for those of you, anybody that doesn't win it wants some of that. I have it in the 4x6, and I have it in 8.5 by 11 sheets as well. And you're also going to get an embossing folder since we're playing with CUTTLEBUG today. So that's what winter chicken dinner is going to get. And let's go over and ask the question. As always, I'm going to do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and when I say go, the first person with the correct answer will win. And if I mess up like I did last week, then I will make sure everybody gets something that answered and I messed up on. Okay, today's question is, you want to cut your cursive font from vinyl. How do you make it stay in place when you send it to the mat and not let the letters cut out of one another? Hi, Bonnie. Do you attach, weld, group, or contour? 3, 2, 1, go. Hilltop. You were before the count. Mo, you were before the count. Sharon Smith, 1. Sharon, if you are not a Patreon supporter, go to my site, www.craftingwithapril.co, not com, co, and use the contact form and send me your address, and I will send out your winter chicken dinner prize. Okay, now we've gotten that out of the way. Does anybody have any Design Space questions? Hey, Sue. Okay, Sharon, I'll get that out to you. I should have it over there, then you won't have to do anything. We're just about to get started on, I'm going to switch over to the, I apologize, I forgot to turn my phone off and my husband is calling. I will call him back shortly. I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Oh, we're just about to switch over and do the card with the foil. So let me go over to the project camera. Take you guys over there. Here we are. Okay, I have cut my card, my base, and I had it right on the inside. And I'm going to put this foil on the front. I haven't decided if I want it to go on there straight or if I want to tilt it just a little bit. What do you guys think? I think straight, maybe. It'll probably go through there better and I won't have to trim it. But all I did was mirror my image, cut it, and weed it. For time purposes, I went ahead and weeded this and got it ready. This is not a scrap, of course, because I wanted it big enough for you guys to see. But if you can do it, this was a tiny scrap that I had, about a 3-inch piece, 4-inch piece, something like that, and I wanted to do something with it. I didn't want to throw it away. So I used that. So cut it, make sure you mirror it just like you would if you're putting it on a t-shirt. or a bag or anything else. Make sure you mirror it and get it ready. And place it on your card. There is just enough tack to keep it in place. It's not a lot to stick to the cardstock like it would a shirt, but it is there. And put it in place. And then this is the inside of my card here, and this is the front. All I'm doing is folding my card, the backing. This is the back of my card. I'm folding it over to the front. Folding my card the wrong way, basically. Okay? And then I am putting it, let me see if I can get it, into the laminator. And I have this set on 5 mil because that is a pretty thick cardstock. This is that $20 laminator that made by Scotch from Walmart. And I have had this for years and years. I had this, I don't know, it's been a long time. But once it runs through, oops, didn't stick. It may not stick the first time. This may not be getting hot enough for this, this thick cardstock. No sweat. Hi, Kathy. I'm just going to run it through again just to get it enough to stick is all I want. And if this doesn't work, I have another trick up my sleeve that I did yesterday. I just want it just to hold in place. That's all I want. It's not stuck down. I'm not going to try to peel it up. Now I'm going to run it through with it open, just like this. I just wanted it to stay in place just while I did this, without it scooting all over the place, because you know how sometimes you'll put something on a laminator and when it starts to go through, it'll push it. You just want it to have enough tack where it doesn't push it. Hi, Rana. Is that Rana or Rona? I think it's Rona. I may have said that wrong the first time. Hi, Vicky. You could probably iron it on too, Vicky. It's foil, so I wouldn't go real hot. And now it seems to be stuck pretty good. And I am just going to let it cool, and it cools pretty quick after coming out of the laminator. And then just start to peel off your carrier. And I've got a little bit of bubbling going on. I don't know if you guys can see that, like little air bubbles. So that's why I'm going to run it through again with nothing on it. So this is the Cricut foil iron-on. And once you've done this on this third pass, it looks just like embossing powder, but you don't have all the little pieces and the flakes. You don't have to dust it off. None of that. It comes out clean because it cuts clean in the Cricut. And it looks embossed. I'm just going to release that because it's past that. And it's done. It's on there. So now I have my card and it's ready to go. Isn't that cool? So if you have a laminator, you can do it. If you have an iron, you probably won't have to do but a couple of passes. But most of us all have a laminator. If you don't, Walmart carries that little Scotch one there for about 20 bucks. You probably get it on Amazon. Use my link. Let me see if I can get that to focus in for you guys. But it looks just like I embossed it with an embossing powder. It feels that way. To me, it has a little bit better shine. It's all nice, flat, even. No little specks where I didn't brush it off, or I got too thick, or I forgot to use my static bag. So it will work, guys. And it's not going anywhere. Hi, Tanya. So, that's right, Rana. Okay, you told me that last week. Rana, it may take me a couple weeks to remember it, but I will remember it eventually. Right, Gerald? Okay. Did anybody have any design space questions at all? If you do, just speak up. Thank you, Kathy. I had it cut, I want to say Thursday. I did these. These are fabric, guys. I did these out of the Cricut fabric, one of the fabric packs. And I had a plan for them. And I used 2 of the vinyl roll tubes, and I put some worn out transfer tape on them, and then I just taped the ends together so they wouldn't move, and then I used that with the fabric stiffener so that I could give these some shape. And I had a plan for them, and then I forgot what I was going to do with them. So if anybody has any ideas, shoot them to me. We'll see what we can come up with. But I did some flowers, I did some butterflies, and I did flowers different ways. This one's a little bit more cupped. But I can't, for the life of me, remember what I was going to do with them. They would be cute on a card to embellish a card where they were just stuck down in the middle. But they're really stiff, almost like a cardstock stiff, but it's fabric. Regarding the box, why are there tabs on the box? Good question, Sue. The box that Kenyatta Padaway wanted me to make, she showed me a box of something similar, and it had those little tabs. When you've got something in the box, it's just easier to take the lid off with those little tabs on there than it is to fight the box and try to pull the lids off and things like that, especially if you use a thicker cardstock than what I used here. And to me, I like it. I think it's kind of cute. What do you guys think? You can totally take those off. They're just attached. Let me show you in the file. Let's go over to Design Space. I'll show you. Let's see where I put that. There it is. And I have shared this with the community. This is the box that it started out to be. And I have used all these shapes and lines and letters and, you know, well, the letters I didn't, but various things just to get this box where I needed it to be. Something's not attached. I need to fix that. So here you go. Here's the box. If you detach this right here, and then click on your score lines and detach them, you don't have to move anything. You can delete. This is a letter C. I used the letter C as and changed it from a writing to a cut right here in the layers panel. I changed it from it's a writing font. I changed it from writing to cut so that it could cut those little tabs. So if you don't want those little tabs on your box, that's how you eliminate them. You can just hide them, or you can leave them on there. But that's all there is to doing that. There's what's not attached. How did that get unattached? Oops, missed one. Did you notice that? There's not one there. You can always see if you miss one. And I missed the second one. Let's see. Let's shrink it so that I can select it all. There we go. And let me save that really quick. Did I attach that back? That way anybody that gets the file will have it attached. They won't have to detach it. Right, I like the tabs too, Tanya. I think they're really cute. And I did put the optional window here, window lid. And this is just like the other personalized box, guys. All you're going to do is bring in whatever you want it to say on there. Some of you may not know. Some of you may be new. Let me ungroup this and kind of show you guys. You'll have your lid piece. Then you'll have your vellum or your acetate, whatever you want to put in there. The Cricut foil acetate is really pretty. And then this is the frame that goes on the back side just to give it a finished look on the inside. Let me show you there. See how I put this over just to give it a finished look, because the back side of this paper is just a solid green. So I used the floral piece and finished it off. I like all of my boxes and things like that to be finished. Yeah, all you have to do, Kathy, is put in a text like a C. You can use the letter U. They work great. You can put those in there, and you just, because they're open on the end, and that's just quick and easy. Instead of having to get a line and see if you can get it to curve and do all this, the letter C and the letter U come in really handy when you're doing tabs. Sharon, if you are a Patreon supporter, I have it already. You don't have to do a thing. If I don't have it, I will message you and let you know, and you can give it to me that way. But if you wanted to put, say, your name in this box, I don't have a name ready, so we'll just go over to images, and let's see. Let's say that you are going to, I don't know if any of these have layers. That one looks like it might. It does. If you were going to do this for somebody's birthday and you wanted that to be in there, we're just going to pretend this is their name. All you need is to make this where it will fit, and you just want to come over the edges, but you want to stay within those score lines. And then you can unhide the shadow layer that's there, ungroup it, remove these pieces, weld this into the lid. You'll detach your score lines and weld that into the lid. And then you can attach these or cut this out of a foil or something to go right on the top there to make it pop out. But this will just stay in one piece and cut inside the lid. And that's how you do that. For any of you who are not familiar with the boxes and how we do those. Does anybody have any questions on the box? I don't see any. And is chat faster for you guys now than it has been in the past? To me, it's going really fast and it's a lot better. So I think maybe they may have fixed the issue, whatever it was. And I'm happy about that. Finally. Okay. Everybody wanted to know how to use the stuff that came in the CUTTLEBUG mystery box. So there's a lot of buffering for you, Sue. I'm not showing any. I'm showing a good stream. Refresh and see if that helps, I hope. as I haven't shown any buffering at all yet on YouTube, my end, or anything. Oh no. I'm just going to show y'all what it says for me. Won't let me. Yeah, I'm not. Hi, Catherine. Don't text and drive. Yeah, it's showing nice and strong and healthy for mine. Okay, so let's go over to the project camera and let's play around with the CUTTLEBUG. Oh, you're at the hotel. Okay. I've got, you can use your Sizzix, you can use whatever you have, guys. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to move mine out of the way. You guys don't really need to see it cranked in. That way we'll have room for the sandwiches and stuff right here. That helps me tell if it's clear or not for you guys, if I can see these numbers. There you go. Okay. In the mystery box, I got one open already here. I don't know if this was one or two that we got in that mystery box. Paper Tricks. This is Paper Tricks number 2. You guys want to start with number 2? If you have yours out. Hi, B. I don't know what all these do, guys. I haven't broken them out yet. Haven't used them yet. So we'll do this together and see what some of these things do. According to this, a ruffle flower on the dies. I am interested in these embossing folders. This one is called Pleated Ribbon. So if you guys have yours and you're working on it, I went ahead and cut some 2 by 12 inch strips for mine so that you guys wouldn't have to wait. I was hoping that Reese was here so that I could help her out with her CUTTLEBUG issues. You're going to need your A plate, your B plate, your embossing folder with your paper in it, and your second B plate. And don't be alarmed if you cut a die and it marks up your plate. That's completely normal. You might hear it creaking and cracking. That's normal. And then you're just going to feed that into your CUTTLEBUG. And then it comes out all nice and embossed like so. Has anybody used these yet? Okay, according to these directions, and I just glanced at them, and it looks like it's mountain, valley, all the way down. So I am going to fold mountain and then valley, mountain and valley on each one of these little pleats. Oh, that's cool. Let me get my foam folder here. This is pretty thick cardstock. I think that I accidentally cut up my Stampin' Up stash, but that's okay. I don't care. Not the paper tricks. Did you get that mystery box, Kathy, for the paper tricks? This is pretty cool. I'm liking this. I thought I had a card base here, but I guess not. That's okay. I don't know if anybody's used these. I think I would actually put a piece of Scotch tape or something on the back to hold those down, or either a little dot of glue maybe to hold them in place while I worked. This would be really cool down the front of a card, I think. Have you used these yet, Jamie or Sue? As a matter of fact, I'm just going to do this so that we can take a look at them the way that they're supposed to be on the back side. Oh, that made it curl. Oh, cool. Taped it too tight. Kind of like that. You haven't used yours yet? Oh no, Jamie. I think this would be really cool down the front of a card. I think going down this way, like a little ruffle type, in place of a ribbon or something, and then put a panel over it. You know, maybe have this on the edge, like so. Or either just actually lay that and make that the edge. Once glued down, I like that. That would make a cool edge on a card, guys. Pretty cool. But that is what the pleated one does. I'm going to put that with that. That is the pleated ribbons. So that's that one. The next one, this is a cascade ribbon. My brochure doesn't really show where they... I know that Anna Griffin has a... It just shows the pleated ribbon. I mean, I did it the right way, but it doesn't show how they may have used it. This is the one the rippled ribbon is the one that I want to take a look at. But we'll get to that one in a minute. This one is the cascade ribbon. So let's run it through and see. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to run 2 or 3 through at a time. Why not? 2 at least. Who has Cuttlebugs and who has, you know, that other brand? The Cuttlebug goes so much smoother. Yeah, I'm on Cascade ribbon here. Sure. Okay, I'll do that, Sue. This one is the Cascade ribbon, so I'm going to go in here and look and see. There it is. Okay, according to that, right, left, accordion fold. Let's see if I can get this right. Right. I'm not doing a very good job of this one. Left. Right. Left. Oh, I see. Oh, cool. That one would be right. Left. So you're just folding right and left, right and left. And then it pulls in at the top. I'm not going to fold this whole thing, but that's the way that that one looks. I like that. A couple of those down in a strip around the base of our card. You can't see. It was I folded this one to the right, then to the left. The lines are very small. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a right, and then the very next line is left, and then you fold it over to the right, and then the next line is to the left. All the way down. You just keep working them, and then they supposedly, I folded it backwards. There we go. I missed one. And then they just fold in on themselves. Yeah, she does have some tricks on doing that. Yeah, this is kind of an Art Deco look, which I like that one too. So that one is the Cascade ribbon. The next one, this was the, which flower are you asking about, Sue? The ruffle flower? This one? Or this one? The large small flower. But they have the, I saw her make this, the medallion, the award ribbon. That one was really cool. I don't know if we'll have time to make all of them, but thought we would just go through and check. Okay, on this one, you're supposed to fold down each top. To me, I don't know why this is tricky to me, but it is. Oh, I see. You're just folding it down like that. And the rest of it just kind of falls in place. If you fold it right down the middle where the score is. I'll see if I can get a better, closer look on the next one. The rest kind of fall into place. But if you can see, looks like a chicken foot, chicken scratch. If you fold down on that center of that one, right here, and just kind of press it, the rest kind of follows shape. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool fold right there. I don't know if you guys can see it well enough or not. Here we go. But it makes that fun fold there. And these, you can do several things with these guys. She does it on the Paper Tricks videos that she has. But basically, we were just going to go through and show how to fold and work those. So that one was that. And the next one, the ruffle flower. Okay. It wants you to place 10 of the petals you have to cut 10 of these, Sue. I'll cut a couple and we'll go from there. So there is the half circle. Let's see. Okay, for you guys who haven't used these, like I said, I was really hoping Reese would come tonight so that I could show her the correct sandwich for dies. So you're going to start with your A plate. Then you're going to put your magnetic plate if you have one. If you don't, then you will probably need the C plate. Then your B plate. Then your die, and it will stick through that plate. And you need to put the flat side down, the cutting side up. Just going to scoot that up to the top so that I can get as many cuts out of this piece of paper as possible. This is a, just so you guys know, this eliminates the need to washi tape your dies down so that it stays in place. But then you're going to put your paper, and then you're going to put your cutting plate. And that's the one that gets the cuts and the nicks and all that in it, which is a B plate. And then you're just going to run that through your CUTTLEBUG. Did you hear that creak and crack? That's normal. Nothing to worry about if you hear that. And yes, it will cut into your plate. And then you'll have your die. I'm just going to do a couple of petals on it, Sue. Not going to hurt anything. We're like I said, we're not really doing a project tonight. A couple of people wanted to know what we could do with these. And I figured that we would go over cutting and how they're folded first. And then I will try to come up with a project this week using them for those of you who did get them, so that you can make use of your CUTTLEBUG mystery box. And you can see my plate starting to warp a little bit. I'm going to flip it over the other way and cut the other way with it. Every couple of times I do that. However you want to do it is up to you. There's 3. That should be good. That should give us an idea of what it's going to do. Okay, so I've cut those, and I lost my place. There it is. So you'll need 10 of these according to them, and then you emboss each half circle. I'm not going, yes I am. Once you've done that, you're going to need this embossing folder right here. And that half circle goes right there. Okay? And then you're going to emboss it. I'm only going to emboss one so that we can just see what it does. A plate, B plate, the folder with the paper in it, and a B plate. My CUTTLEBUG runs so smooth, and I don't have to crank on it like I did my other brand machine, that it just amazes me. I always feel like it didn't do anything, but you can see that it does. So easy to do. Okay, and then once you've done that, then you cut one, you have like one large circle. So we're just going to pretend here. So accordion fold. So it's just accordion fold it just like that. And then I'm going to pretend that this is a large circle, and then you're going to place them on just like that, building it up all the way around. So that's how you're going to do that ruffle flower. Hi, Claudia. So that's the way that that one's going to work. Yes, it did, Alice. All of these folders, these dies, they all came in that CUTTLEBUG mystery box. Not everybody got it because it was a CUTTLEBUG box, but you got the dies, you got the embossing mat, you got all of the embossing folders, you got all of the 12-inch embossing folders, and everything to do all of these Anna Griffin paper tricks. And we'll just go over these right here. You get the things to make this ruffled flower. You get the things to make this award ribbon. Let me show you the picture on the other page. It's like an awards ribbon. And it's just showing it in pink here. On her video, she showed these done like in the blue ribbon. They are so cute. I mean, I really, really like them. And then you also get the one for this square pattern frame. And it looks like a quilt. How cute is that if you do that on a bunch of pattern paper on the front of a card? Hi, Vicki. To make it look like a quilt. And then that same die, you can do this flower as well. And this is the butterfly, guys. This folder right here. You put your paper in here. As a matter of fact, we'll just do one of those. You put this paper in. Let's crank this one through. I'm a sucker for butterflies. What can I say? And flowers. I think it was in March. I think we did get these in March. Okay, I have embossed that. And let's see what they say to do on there. Oh, they have that heart envelope in here too. Did I pass it? Okay, so for this one, you emboss each square. So let me trim that up really quick. You just do a square. My trimmer's over there under a bunch of paper and boxes, so I'm just going to guesstimate. Okay, and then you accordion fold all of these little scores that are on this page. They're tiny. I'm just going to fold them both ways. And this is really thick cardstock. This is Stampin' Up. I thought I was grabbing my scraps, and I accidentally grabbed my good cardstock and cut it up. I'm sure that this would be a little bit easier folding with a thinner cardstock. This is probably 110 pound. Yes, so you're right. It was the March Madness because we had all those mystery boxes each week, and that's when the CUTTLEBUG one came out. It was during March Madness. Absolutely right. I think it was the second or third box. Almost done. Yeah, I got them. Were both of the in that March Madness, were both the CUTTLEBUG ones in one box? So once you've done that with this one, you basically gather it down she said, tie the center with the ribbon. And then it looks like they trimmed it up from there. And I don't have a ribbon, but let's see. I'm going to try to get this to work for me. It's skinny. It's getting there. I'm trying to gather it down the middle and hold it at the same time. I'm not that coordinated. It's trying to jump out of my hand. I knew it would. Oh, yeah. Like I said, 110 pound cardstock is not ideal for this. But then again, maybe it will hold up better too, to all the tiny folding. Okay. See if I can scrunch it up. There we go. I have one fold that doesn't want to cooperate. Man, could you imagine trying to fold this without that embossing folder? I couldn't do it. Yeah, one had the Anna Griffin interchangeables. It did. And I have those over here too. Anyway, I have one fold off, guys, so don't pay attention. You're supposed to tie that in the middle and then trim your butterfly. I'm not sure which way I'm going to trim mine. I'm not coordinated enough to get mine to go. But you get the gist of it. That, when you tie it and then let the sides come back out, it will give it that butterfly effect. I just didn't do mine long enough either. And you need the whole thing. If you're doing this, don't cut it short. You need the whole thing. But that's the way that it looks once you're done. I don't know that I have the patience for that one. And they also use these for, you can do rectangular strips. Then they also have the chevron pattern down here. This is the one here. Let me cut that one off. It's on the same embossing folder. And these, you cut several of, and then you connect them together to form like the zigzag pattern. Then they have the heart envelope, the envelope and the heart envelope that's in here out of this folder. This creates the envelope. That's the Paper Tricks square. So that's what that one does. And that was the Paper Tricks 2 box. Let me make sure I keep all of these together so that I can come up with a card and make sure I use the ones out of the right boxes when I do a card for you guys this week using these. And you can also, if you did not get this and you do not have a CUTTLEBUG, guys, you can put your strip in there, your 2-inch strip, whatever. And if you want, just ask me. I'll give you the measurements and you can put your own score lines in there for these. So, I mean, you can still do it. You just have to have your Cricut cut it and score it and all of that good stuff. Just a little more work if you don't have these. Oops, missed one. And I don't know that I'm going to go through and do every single one of these because they are time consuming. This one, I apologize, the box hit the camera. This is Paper Tricks. This is one. It comes with 6 of the 2x12 embossing folders and 2 of the 5.5 by 7. No, 5.5 by 12 embossing folders. And we'll cover what those do. This is the one that makes the rosettes, guys. Yes, it is, Kathy. Each one is highlighted in a different color so that you can show. But this is the rosettes. And again, if you look at the Anna Griffin video for the paper tricks, this rosette is absolutely gorgeous. The ends are all bent in on each side, and it comes the way that she forms it. I wish they had done these in a different color than pink so you guys could really get a good look at that rosette. They are awesome. It's really, really, really pretty. But yeah, she's just, and then you also have the fancy smocked border. You can also get, this is a folded corner banner right here that you can get out of those. And then this one, trying to see which one. This is the, yeah, this is the big rosette, guys. This one makes that big, huge one. Look at that. I think I will make a couple of these for a project. We'll do that. That's what this project will be this week. And we'll go over it. But basically, you're going to do the same thing that we did before. You're going to run them through your CUTTLEBUG, and then you're going to fold them, accordion fold them, and bring them together. Yeah, you adhere the ends of it together and overlapping the ends, and then she presses it down with one of the circles. So you've got the pleated. In this one, if you got this one, you got the pleated box fold. You got the large rosette. You got the small pleated rosette. You got the fancy folded with, this is the one that has the ends that fold in on that rosette. Then you got the corner. This is the diagonal border. This is a diagonal border. You got the corner border. What else? The smocked border. I did not see that one. Am I missing an instruction page? I think I am. Oh, here we go. Here is your fancy diagonal. So that's basically like that border that we did a while ago. I don't know where I laid my paper now. That I folded, but it goes on the diagonal. And this one is almost the same as that pleated, but it's got 2 pleats where the other one had 3. I don't know if you can see that. This one has 2 pleats, and the one that I folded a while ago had 3. But this one does like a box too. You can bring that out, or you can flatten it down like I did that other. But guys, if you got this box, there are tons of things and so many things that these will make. And I will go and watch that video again on some of these, especially that butterfly, because I think I was doing something wrong there. But I did accordion fold like she said on the instructions. But we will make a couple of those rosettes and show you what those look like. I'll make a big one and a small one, and we'll show you how to do that. I will need to practice one first. You've got some work on that ruffled flower though, Sue. Those are going to take some doing. You've got to cut at least 10 of these. And then you've got to emboss all 10 of them. So, lots of work on that one. Okay, any other Design Space questions, guys? Any questions on doing the iron-on? Or the box? or sandwiches on your CUTTLEBUG folders. How your sandwiches go. Kathy was saying yes on that folder. Let me pull that back out and show that in case anybody missed that, what Kathy was talking about with this embossing folder in the Paper Tricks 2. These are in colors, and it tells you what dye to use with each project and which part of the embossing folder each one goes in. So that's what she was talking about. It changes. It tells you which one to use for whatever project that you're doing. Okay, anybody have any questions on anything, any projects you got going that you need help with? Design space? Any projects you want me to do? I'm just reading chat to make sure that I didn't miss anything from anybody. Oh, we have two Vickies. Hi, second Vicky. The maze cards I was working on, Gerald, I am still working on. I cannot get, well, I can. I can't get my thick material to cut because it's too intricate. I think I'm going to have to beef that one up. Simply because, let me go over and show you. Over on the site, if you guys are not Patreons, you won't be able to get this yet because I haven't done the file to release it yet. If you come into the design files, you will see this maze. And I'm still working on this. You would have to download these, and I will include those in the SVGs for you guys once I have it released. And then over in Design Space, I have the bases for them. Let me see where that went, right here. So you'll upload, I have one without the mazes in them because I can't share something that's been uploaded. Of course, we all know that. If you have anything uploaded, you can't share it. So I have the bases to share without the mazes in them. But my problem is I'm trying to get a material. I don't know why I have 3 of those. I'm trying to get a material that will cut cleanly so that these can be stacked and glued together in order for a bead or a small ball to roll through them. And so far, none of the materials I've tried have worked. You use cardstock, Bonnie? Bonnie's helping me test this. I don't know how many layers we need yet. Yeah, maybe once the knife blade is released, then we could probably cut that out of a small piece of balsa and it would be perfect. Just one piece. And then I also have the round one that I'm doing the same. The problem with the round one is you have to be very careful getting it out of there. And I've already fixed this one. Right here, this piece is all by its little lonesome. And so I have this teeny tiny piece that I put in the file, and you have to weld it in there so that that piece stays connected. Everything else gets thrown away. So that's what I'm working on with it. I'm still trying to use 60 pound. Maybe that's my problem because I've been using the, I tried poster board. It didn't cut clean enough for that intricate cut. I tried foam. That didn't work. It worked fine for the sand card, but it didn't work on that. Deep cut blade is tearing the paper when you use it for intricate words. Are you using it on cardstock, Kathy? Is that what you said? On cardstock, words that are really intricate, they're going to be tough no matter what you do. With vinyl, if it's really, really intricate and really, really thin, the deep cut blade usually works because the material's thin, and the deep cut blade has a 60-degree angle on it, where the other blade their German carbide has a 45, so it gives it more turning area without it dragging. But when it goes to paper, it's really going to depend on the paper because the fibers in the paper. This right here is Stampin' Up. It's tough, but if you work it enough, the fibers will break down and become loose. One is paper. This is like the deluxe paper from Cricut, and this is Stampin' Up. There's a noticeable thickness. The fibers are going to be tighter in one and looser in another. A good example is Jamie and I have found black cardstock. No matter what you do, black cardstock seems to be the most fibrous and the harder to cut. A thinner paper would probably work better, Kathy, yes. But it's going to depend on the fibers again. Like a handmade paper, the fibers on that are going to be so loose that it would not cut as well as something with a tighter woven or a tighter fiber in it. So I would try it on a thinner paper and see if it might work a little bit better. That's probably what it is, because I found sometimes when I use it, it takes practice and time, but you'll learn by trial and error what you can cut with a thicker cardstock and what you can't. Boxes, for instance. The thicker the better, in my opinion. But when it comes to a card base or this, that, or the other, then that's what you're having trouble with is black. Black cardstock is just really hard to cut. It's so fibrous. And I think it's because of all the dye they have to put in it. I don't know. I don't have any trouble with navy blue, but every time I cut black for some reason, unless it's a poster board, I have trouble with it. But like I said, it's trial and error and you'll learn what you can. Intricate letters out of a black cardstock, you're probably going to be better off to do a print thin cut on it if you can, or either use your writing tool. Yeah, brand doesn't really matter on the black. I've tried several different brands, and the only one that I got to cut, but I was doing a box, it wasn't intricate, where I didn't have any problem, was Basil. So, but it was 100 pound or 110, something like that. And it was for a box, nothing intricate on it. I would not have attempted anything intricate on it. And yesterday I was starting to do projects. Is it crazy that I was thinking Christmas? I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek since you're here with me on a sign or a chalkboard. You can do this on a sign, a chalkboard with vinyl. You can paint anything you want. But I am giving all of you guys a sneak peek on a reindeer game. This is for like the white elephant gifts. And I'm going to put this together in the Christmas in July. But I have a dice box, and then I have everything lined up. So that's one of the things that's coming for you guys. Just a sneak peek. So you guys shoot me any ideas or anything that you're wanting to know. Ask me in chat, ask me here, send me a message on the contact page. So, and let me know what you want to see. Claudia has me doing a project. I'm still working on that. I'm working on the maze card. I'm working on a diorama type. I'm working on the CUTTLEBUG box. I've got so many things going. Sometimes my head gets so full that I have to go and do something like I did last night, take a break from it and do some Christmas stuff. You're doing Halloween, Bonnie? That would be a good thing to do, Sue, because it can be changed up for any holiday. So I'm working on it. Once I get all the kinks worked out, then I'll release it to you guys. Even though it's not Christmas, we'll go ahead and release it out, and you guys can play around with it and change it up. All right. If nobody has any more questions or anything, just we'll be back Monday. I might try to do another live Friday. I'm not going to make any promises, but I will try. We'll be back next Monday, 7 o'clock. I went through and found the polls, and that's the night that everybody decided on that worked best for everybody. So any of you that have given me projects and things you want to see. Oh, Claudia had another question too. Maybe I should show that really quick before we run off. Layered dies. They're very expensive. Background dies. Where you can layer them up. I made a file for her, and I believe that I loaded it for you Patreons over there. The Anna Griffin video is Paper Tricks, B. Let me see if I can find that really quick for you. Let's see. Okay, she has 2 of them. Let me give you this one first. This is, I think, Paper Tricks 1. And I don't have 3, but she has more. Let me just, if you type in Paper Tricks Anna Griffin on YouTube, it should pull them all up. This other one is from HSN, but it'll still show you what she's doing. There is the second one. So, perfect. Thank you, Sue. But she shows you all of the tricks, tips, and all of that, because even I can't remember them all. They do a ton. So I have to go and refresh when I'm going to do one too. So I'm going to go and look at the rosettes one, and I'm going to make one of those for a project this week, maybe to go on top of a box or something. Oh, thank you, Sue. Not a problem. So we'll go over, Claudia, remind me next Monday to go over the layered dies. We'll cover that as well. How to get around that $25 a pop for those background dies. Okay, guys, I appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, Patreon supporters. And those of you who are not Patreon supporters, you can go to my website and click on the Patreon link, and you can support me there if you would like. And that will give you access to all the Patreon-only files and things of that nature. They're all compiled into one list, so you don't have to go looking for them. You guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the Facebook groups. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.